My God, you guys are lucky to be able to see all of this. Look what I just did. I bought a thing. It's a thing that's been in the family, and I guess I couldn't say I bought it, just that I inherited it. It's a Vermeer ditch witch. It's got a little hoe on the front, four-wheel drive, articulated. At the moment, the motor is locked up and we have not been successful at unlocking it. But I'm hoping, it's a little Ford Continental, I'm hoping I'll be able to do that. So why do I have the thing? First of all, price is right, and then I just had to come get it. And second, I'm hoping that this will unlock the rest of the property. Right now, the only thing I have that'll walk up there and do anything is that monster. And it's wider than the roads, and so the tracks are always tipped. I'm just nervous about it up there. I'm hoping that this will do it. My current plan is basically to cut all of this off. I would have loved if this could have been unbolted, and then, maybe you could bolt it on the rear, although I do not need another hoe. What I really want is this blade down here. And the blade and the hoe are all combined, so I suspect she's just going to have to get cut off. But then I would have, essentially, you lose all of this stuff. I'm hoping essentially what I got is a small articulated skidder that I can attach. For the moment, just a panel hitch here on the back of it. And I can use the panel hitch to tow that military trailer. I've never gotten the axle switched on it. Yay one for procrastination. So it still has those monster truck tires. Perfect for up there. This would then give me something I can climb up the hill, and I can maintain my roads, and I can drag firewood, and I can move some rocks. Basically all the things that I would like to be able to do. Because right now it's all growing over. So that's my plan, is to sort of turn this into basically a small articulated bulldozer, and then eventually a small articulated skidder. I don't know. I do have the trencher attachment. It's sitting out at my parents' farm, but it's massive, and it was long since broken, so I don't know, maybe there's something useful there that can be cut up. But I've got this heavy-duty mounting block. I don't know why that's leaking, considering it hasn't moved in years. She's locked solid. Yesterday when we were trying to load it, my father-in-law was pulling it with his four-wheel drive forklift, and then I would drop the clutch, and then the whole thing would stand on its nose, and boom. And that was, we did it like 8 or 9 times and simply could not break it loose. If it turns out that we fill those pistons all the way up with water, and they're badly pitted, I don't know what I'll do. I'm not sure it's worth finding a motor for it, or where I'd find a motor for it. If it's a little bit of surface rust, maybe I can whack the pistons loose and then hone them. And yeah, I can tell you it wasn't over full on oil, so that seems to me to indicate that maybe not quite so much water got into it. Usually in an old motor, the water makes it past the pistons, so it shouldn't have filled up the cylinders. If it filled up the cylinders, then it might have frozen and broken the block, and again, I don't know what any of this is worth after that. But this is the latest adventure, and don't follow my example. Well, that doesn't bode well, does it? I think we're stuck pulling the head off. I'll fill these with, I don't know. I just filled them with lacquer thinner and 2-stroke oil, and then maybe, I don't know, Rizlone or something. I'm going to put it in neutral now and just drag it over into position. And we're going to hope the chain doesn't come off and send it down there. That could be bad. No problem. I also pressure washed it so that, I don't know, it's not as greasy. My guess is if you come visit the house a couple of years from now, this will still be sitting there. But at least it's here. I couldn't work on it where I was. 2 and 3 were the ones that had rust on the plugs, but they are all now full. And with luck, you can actually see it in there. With luck, it'll go down. And I believe that number 3 is actually starting to go down, but that'll mean it's getting past. Then I'm not sure exactly what to do. I can find something down in there that doesn't seem very breakable and basically see if I can bounce this motor back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But that's a job for the future me a while from now. I do hope this works. I've always liked this machine. They don't look nearly as bad in person as they do in the video. And it's not good, you know, don't get me wrong, it's not good. But that's far from dead. Far, far from dead. I don't want to tip this head over because I know it's got some loose keepers or pushrod caps or something. I know that valve is sticking. This valve I know was sticking, but as I tippity tapped it with a block of wood, it freed up. This one, I'm just tapping it down. So at some point I will need to flip this head over and probably tap it back and forth. I was almost cheap enough to try and reuse the head gasket with a little copper spray, but the head gasket overlapped the top of the chamber by a lot. Anyways, it's going to prevent me from honing it. So I think absolutely this is awesome. This is going to run. And I know you should never hone on top of pistons. Hey, life's a bitch, and this is what's going to happen to her. So I'm going to hone these two and try to clean it out as best I can. And then I'm going to do, this is by far the worst. I'm going to try to tap this one down. I do not want this one coming all the way up because there's quite a bit of scaly rust right here at the top. So I'm going to try and tap this one down so that I can get the worst of it right here. And then I'll tap this one back down and I'll take this off. Maybe I'll just go in on top. Don't hone. Don't hone with the pistons in. Don't hone when you can't get the grit out of the cylinder walls. All of those things are bad. But you know what? It ain't gonna matter. So, yeah. I'm happy. She's gonna go vroomy again. I'm very comfortable. Well, she's free. She's free. That rear cylinder's got a little more damage than I would have liked. And it's clear that this motor has had at least a more minor version of this. There is 2 distinct rings. So she's had water in her once before. It need not be perfect. Undoubtedly, it will run. There could be something else wrong with it, and Napa could not locate a head gasket for me, and the part number that the internet came up with came back to one side of a GM V8, and that's not what this is. So I'm sure I can find it. It's a 192. the internet tells me they're everywhere. So this is the bad one. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I don't understand that chatter. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm tempted to say that's good enough and not put any more in it. The ring ridge is not super pronounced, but I have not removed it in any of the cylinders. I really wasn't going for that, you know. I have no intention of pulling this motor. I can't get the oil pan off. It sits right on top of the axle and there's no suspension, so I don't know, you'd have to drop the axle maybe to get that. I wasn't planning on doing it. According to my father-in-law, she wasn't knocking or anything. The ring ridge on this motor shows that it hasn't got that many hours on it. She's no spring chicken, but I don't think it's too bad. So I think this is just simply gonna be good enough. And it's probably the end of this video because, let's face it, if I got this far apart, you're pretty confident I can get it back together again. She's gonna run. Whether or not this machine becomes the basis for some sort of company for my son. I mean, it's hard to believe he's that old, but he's 16 now. I don't think following Dad is the path he's destined for, at least definitely not at this moment. I believe he's going to follow his grandfather's. He's going to go out and work with his hands, get an honest job. Hey, you only need one guy to like brainwash kids to poop in litter boxes in the family. That's plenty. So yeah, it's coming right now. But anyways, I think this is it. Thanks for watching.